Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be evaluating OpenAI's O1 preview model. If you've been following my channel, a couple days ago I woke up to a massive bill on OpenAI, literally $137, and just click back a couple videos, you'll see my live reaction to this thing almost bankrupting me. Like imagine waking up to a $137 bill that you didn't budget for the month. I had to not eat for the last few days, but I think just not eating, I saved enough money to pay back this bill. And I've officially cleared that bill and I've put even more money into OpenAI. And the reason I put in more money is because now it's time to evaluate the model. We're gonna see if it's actually worth that money that I spent, and how we're gonna be evaluating on our lesson plan on our class pilot app that me and my friend Isaac have been working on, where we've been generating a bunch of AI generated lesson plans for teachers that they could use in order to like run their classes essentially. And all these are AI generated. You can see like this is generated by Gemini 1.5 Pro with an evaluation score of 90. So I'm hoping that since O1 models cost me $130, that they're gonna beat the best score that we've ever got from the eval, which is a 92. And I really hope that one of these models or one of the lessons is generated has a higher score than that. And yeah, that's essentially how we're going to go. We're going to see if this model is worth it, and if it's worth it for your business. I mean, every problem is different. Like these AI models could work better depending on like the specific task that you're asking it. But for this specific task, we'll see if it's worth it. And then if you're doing a similar task, you'll know if it's worth it for your business or not as well. Let's just get straight into like actually evaluating this model. So I already have this code, and you can see this code that I ran is that night I was hitting the API and I was getting inefficient quota. At that point, I already ran up $140 on my account, and I'm just so happy that I set my budget limits. I'll actually be doing these three videos. I have to really milk this content because I need to make back my $140, but I'll be evaluating the OpenAI O1 preview model this video. Then I'm also gonna talk about how to set OpenAI API budgets, because that saved me from like I would have woke up with $1,000 bill if I hadn't set my API budgets. And then we'll also go deeper into how AI billing even works, like what are tokens and all that. So cool. Yeah. So pretty much I already batch evaluated, like I generated like 1,000 lesson plans that cost me $130, $135. Then afterwards, I took all those lesson plans and ran it through another LLM that evaluated each lesson plan against a given criteria and gave a score for each of the lesson plans. My evaluator model is a GPT-4o based evaluator, and I ran that on all the 1,000 lesson plans, and I used batch processing to keep the cost as low as possible. And after evaluating those, I upserted that into my database. So now all of my lesson plans here that are generated by 4o, 4o mini, 4o preview now have a associated score, and we don't have a UI for actually like looking at that right yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the lessons generated by 4o mini first, and then I'm going to I'm going to sort them by their score. So let's see. So add to query, order by. So we're going to take their score and we're going to order by descending for all the O1 mini. And then what we're going to do here is actually like remove some fields we don't care about. We kind of care about the model name. We care about the score. We care about the URL. So this is the URL to the lesson plan. And then let's look at the eval URL and all. Woo! So O1 mini, okay, O1 mini already got the highest score that we've seen. Like it beat Grok, it beat Gemini 1.5. The highest score we've ever seen was 92. So we got a 92.6. So how much did we spend on O1 Mini? $24 just to get a 92.6, about point 0.6 better than my last one. I like it. It's if it didn't do better, then I would have been mad. But it got 92 and it got a lot of 91s. Wow. Okay. This might be better than all of this. This is actually a really good result. I'm already smiling. Just that was a $24 well spent. Let me know in the comments if you think that if these models are actually worth that much. Maybe I'm just on that copium or I'm just desensitized, but I don't know. Let's see. 91s across the board. Oh, let me increase my limits here. Increase my limits to 100 and just do that same selection. You do model name, score, URL, and eval URL. Wow, lots of 90s. So GPT-O1 Mini didn't even get under 90. That's really impressive. All the other models had a high variance, like sometimes like low 80s. And let's look at the evaluation of the. I'm pretty happy right now, honestly. I do all these lessons live, so or I do all these videos live, so that was my genuine reaction to this. So the lesson plan got a score of 92.6. You could see that in relevance it got a 98, in completeness it got 92, engagement 95. So what kind of lesson plan was able to do that? So this was a grade 1 science lesson on exploring our surroundings through scientific observation. And sorry, I'm just gonna move my computer here. Might even move myself to this top right corner or bottom right corner. Honestly, looks like a really good lesson plan to me. I'm not a teacher, but I'm gonna get one of my teacher friends to look over it and then actually confirm like why was it such a good like score. I'll be sending it to her right after this, and we'll get her reaction. Cool. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. We spent almost $100 on O1. How good with this was this O1 actually? So we'll go here. O1 preview actually. Let's see. Descending. So we're descending. I'm kind of nervous. Like, was this really worth spending $100 on model name, prompt, score URL? Oh my! It only got 92.6. That's pretty disappointing. It's doing pretty well. A lot of things is over 100. Per page. Yeah. It's a bit disappointing that it O1 preview didn't beat my O1 mini, even though I spent 4 times the cost. 92.6 is a great score, and it looks like it consistently got over 90. It didn't get anything under 90. Like, for example, let me show you how GPT-4o performed. And look, I don't have any more pages, so all the lesson plans were over that. Let's look at something like Llama 70B. Actually, let's just take a quick look at that and how it turned out. We're just doing quick comparison by eye score, model name. See, a bunch of 90s, but then it quickly gets into the 80s. So these GPT-O1 models are like, they generate 100 lessons that are all over 90 on the eval, which is great. But I need something to get me like close to 100, and I haven't found the model yet to do that. And I've been searching like left and right. So yeah, let's quickly look back at that O1 preview model, the one that got the best score. And prompt score URL. Or let's do this. Let's remove the filter on the model and just sort all the models by their score. This is the final test because now we're going to be ranking across all the different models. Llama, Claude, GPT-4o, GPT-o1 Preview, GPT-o1 Mini, Grok, etc. So let's do model name and let's do score. So these are obviously, there's a bug here that like we didn't parse the score properly. But wow, Grok still is the best model that we have. Grok outperformed O1 Mini and O1 Preview. Literally, Grok has in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the top 10, it shows up more than anyone else. Well, not more than anyone else. But yeah, Grok is honestly the cheapest like cheaper than all these models, and it actually received the best score of 93. That's crazy. I thought we beat it with O1 Mini and O1 Preview. But O1 Mini comes in second place and ties in second place with O1 Preview. But Grok is still the best model for this task. Grok outperformed GPT. That's a pretty crazy thing to find out. So let's look at the top 100 quick. So Grok Beta shows up in the top 125 times. O1 Mini shows up 32 times. O1 Preview shows up only 9 times. Interesting. Wow. So O1 Preview shows up only nine times in the top 100. And it cost me the most money. I'm definitely not running that again for a while. Let's see. But honestly, like there might be a weird distribution here because I didn't generate that many 4.0 or I didn't generate that many O1 lesson plans, but that's because it ran me up $140. So I guess you could get the most bang from your buck from just using Grok and all these like Gemini 1.5 Pro. So let's look at Gemini 1.5 Pro. But O1 Mini actually showed up 32 times, so it's in the lead right there. Gemini 1.5. What else do we have? Let's look at Claude. Claude only shows up 4 times in the top 100. Llama doesn't really show up. Shows up twice. Wow. So Grok, I mean, right? Like Grok gives us the best score, and it appears in my top 100, the second most over O1 Mini, and it's much cheaper than O1 Mini. I'm not I'm not here to market Grok, but based on my evaluations and what I've been seeing, playing around with the model, is that it's actually a really good model and it's not that expensive. Yeah, so that's kind of like the outcome of this video. Grok still takes the top spot, or not takes the top spot, still maintains the top spot. O1 Mini is better on average, but is more expensive. So the most bang for your buck for this specific task is using Grok. Is O1 Preview worth it? I would say no. It just it cost me $100 and it only showed up in my top 100 9 times. That's not worth it. I won't be using O1 Preview for a long time until maybe I get 100,000 subs and I make that money back. But yeah, I hope y'all learned something. If you're using Grok, keep going. If you're gonna use one of the O1 models, try the O1 Mini or just the 4.0. Yeah, thanks for watching me evaluate these models, and I'll see y'all in the next video.